Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Kingdoms. Now this is our 11th arc and you know we are going against IKM. It was a request from many of people why I'm not uploading our 11th arc. Well, that's because I forgot to turn on the sound. So I had no sound on the entire video. So for that I'm gonna do a voiceover. I'm gonna do a very short video. There's nothing much to show or explain, but I'm gonna talk about it. If you guys want to see the 11th arc, I'm gonna say it. So you're noticing that this is the troops power of the matchmaking rating. So they have 200 million power over us, and that is in troops power. Now I have to add on this that half of our T5's players were not able to participate. We're never managing to get like a day where the majority of the T5 players can play. So people are very busy in various days. We are from various countries, all of them, America, UK, and various other places. So the time zone is really not favorable to get all of us together. Now if anyone wants to check in terms of player power, I'm 100% sure they have double player power than we do. So the troops power is only 200 million, but the player power is definitely double. Just 4 players from IKM, they have like 500 million in power. That's player power. Right. Aaron got in, but he got in too late and he had to wait 15 minutes because if the way he could have replaced someone, he have to wait at 15 minutes until someone leaves, and then he could have joined. So 15 minutes he would have to wait, so he didn't wait. So we played without Aaron, which is also a very important piece for us because he has all the legendaries maxed out. So yeah, he helps a lot on the battlefield. But yeah, he got in late, so we didn't have Aaron, we didn't have Master Troll, plus many other players. That's the first thing. The second thing is the complaint in the alliance, cause we are using the same players in the arc. So for the last 2 or 3 arcs, we always try to shuffle as many players as we can to try to fit in more players in the arc, so others can play arc with us. And that was a very big mistake from our part, because most of the people, they just don't have the troops for arc, or at least for the level of arc that we are playing. So by that I'm trying to say that many people, they can't even field 4 marchers. I'm not saying 5, they can't even field 4 marchers, or the 4th march is catapult. So many players, they barely have 1 million troops. We had a very hard war, and our Lost Kingdom wasn't that easy. Alright, let me just move a little bit forward when it starts. Alright, so here I am. 100 million, 86 million. So they are mostly T5s. If they are not T5s, they have T5 research. 41 million, 70 million, 40 million, 63 million, 57 million, 54 million, 49 million, 35 million, 69, 42, 70, 44, 44, 49, 71. So the amount of T5 or players that are very close to T5, which means they have max research, is literally insane. We had a couple of 20+ million players, and yeah, that tells a lot. Our strategy relies a lot on rally, not on field battles, because we just don't have the marchers for it. It's just a couple of us that can actually keep fielding full marchers all the time. The rest of the players, they just cannot. So if someone actually wants to check like the powers of the players, I'm pretty sure they will double than us. Yeah, so I'm just gonna rush it another minute. Skywalker was telling me that he was recording our arc as well, and he wanted to post the battle, but IKM, they were so toxic, and they were winning, so I don't find the reason why they were so toxic in the chat that he couldn't if he would have cut our arc, it would have been maybe a 50 minutes video without any cursors on the screen towards us. So I still don't get it why they were doing that, but anyway, yeah, so that was a fast archer rally. If you guys haven't noticed, on their obelisk, that was the plan. Do a fast archer rally on their obelisk. If they don't have fast marchers going towards the obelisk, then we will just cap it and then move from there. If that would have worked, would have been nice. So if the rally doesn't work on the obelisk, then we just disband the rally and we take the altar, like you guys gonna see in just a minute. Our start was mint, was very, very good. The only problem is we just didn't have the sheer numbers. So they had endless waves of T5, endless and endless waves of T5. So I'm not sure. Yeah, they are sending T1s as well, capturing the outpost. Then there's not a bad choice to do that, because you capture the outpost and then you get a 10-second boost again from the hasty departure. But you're noticing when I'm going through the troops that my players are using 25% army expansion or no army expansion. I've seen players, I'm not going to say names, they didn't use army expansion. So what can you do when you go against 300k, 310k T5s with T4? So basically that's how this war was, T4 versus T5. It's very, very hard to break them down. Not to mention the rallies. You send 1.5 million rally and it just gets swarmed by 5 marches of T5 and the rally just goes down. Because there's like 1 and 1.6 million T5s or even more in 5 marches of T5. So one player just takes down a rally from multiple players. I mean, you can do the math. That is, you know, very, very hard to overcome that. I did mess up things a little bit at the beginning. I sent way too many marches out for my planning. Should have kept 1 march less, and then I wouldn't have messed up. So I teleported way later. It was like 15 minutes in the battle when I actually teleported. So yeah, there is no sound, as I said. When I recorded it, I recorded it without sound, unfortunately. So Dragotin was 45 seconds behind on his obelisk with the capture. No one else was sending, I suppose. I don't know. So yeah, there is my archer rally towards their obelisk. And another very big mistake, it was from Saturday. Saturday, when the Ark glitch, IKM knew who they're going against. So that definitely was a game changer, knowing who they go against. I'm pretty sure they didn't have any clue who they were going against until Saturday. So once they knew who they were going against, I bet $100, $1,000 if you want to, that they double prepared and for this arc. Well, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. So I noticed that at that point they had too many reinforcements, and those were T5s, and we were definitely no match for that large amount of T5s. If the rally would have get there in time, how the plan was, with this Cav army, with my Genghis Khan that I had there, I would have take the desert altar, and you know, we would have had all the buildings, including the obelisk. You know, 1.5 million reinforcements. People would have come from behind and just reinforce the building, reinforce the obelisk. But the archer rally didn't get there in time. I suppose you have to do calves if you want to get there that fast. Is definitely you have to do calves. So yeah, I'm parked next to the Shrine of Life. As I said, our start was mint. Everything worked perfectly. We're capturing our obelisk in couple of seconds. So we are way faster on the obelisk than the building. Probably we got the first obelisk capture. Yep, there you go. So the obelisk is ours. Now we got the desert altar. So our strategy, our starting strategy worked perfect. We got all the buildings on my side. One and a half million archers in there, obviously is filled up, but you see, that's a major problem. You see on the field, there's not many troops left. There's not many troops left. Okay, so I can't fill that one in. Everyone filled up their marches. Yeah, so the desert altar is ours. They will try to swarm in 1.5 million archers. Someone is already trying to bring it down. I couldn't see the buildings. It was not loading. I had to wait time for the stuff to load. Yeah, so they are bringing the T5s for swarming, and it's very, very efficient against 1.5 million garrison. A swarm of T5, like, you know, 4, 5, 6 marches is very, very efficient. I'm just gonna move in faster. So this is where they start to swarm in with the T5. They start to march in, and we just don't have the sheer numbers. We just don't have the numbers on the field like they do. So obviously we demolished a bunch of T5s with the sky altar. As I said, that was a very, very nice start. They swarmed it before. This one needs heavy reinforcements as well. I'm just gonna type in right now. It's gonna get rallied. Yeah, the Shrine of War is getting rallied. I'm just marching my troops in. Put myself as a captain, because Saladin is much more defensive, and Genghis Khan does a lot of damage. So I was just trying out that build as well, Genghis Khan with Saladin. You're noticing on Dragutin's side, they took all the buildings. So on Dragutin's side, they actually took all the buildings, and my Hermann got smashed in that sky altar. It's just defenses don't hold. Against that many T5s, against that large sheer amount of T5s, and you see on the top, there was rally and swarming in the same time, so it's just T5s on the field, and we have T4. Not to mention that, as I said, people just don't have the troops to field. I checked a lot of report at the end, and I saw that all of them they had 310k marches. Now this is the middle, where we usually dispatch a small amount of troops, players. I'm sorry. So we always dispatch a small amount of players in the middle, and you're noticing that the middle is just literally overrun. So we are being overrun in left and right, where it's actually most of us. Yeah, it's just numbers. We just didn't have the numbers. Too many people, too many players from our side. They just cannot field the marches, so we couldn't hold them on the field battles. It doesn't matter what we would have done. The best thing we could have done was just keep rallying. And at some point, you're gonna notice later on, they are holding both Shrine of Wars. Now they have T5s and they have both Shrine of Wars, the 10% attack and 10% defense. So there's T4 fighting versus T5 with even extra boost on top. So that's pretty devastating. I would say that the matchmaking went really, really bad, considering the amount of T5s that they have. Even though the alliances, so in terms of power, the alliances, they are pretty much the same. Their alliance with our alliance, they are over 6 billion, we are over 6 billion as well as alliance. But in terms of Ark matchmaking, that was horrible matchmaking. 200 million in troops, over 100 million in troops, that's very devastating for any side. you're noticing the field. You're noticing that they are at our front door, and we just don't have troops on the field. That's because people don't have the troops. Many players, because now it's displayed correctly. When you do the Ark, it displays correctly that the amount of T5s, not the amount of T5s, the amount of troops they have. And I checked, and including catapults, which, you know, they are included there. Many people have 1.2 million troops, 1.3 million troops. So yeah, trying to shuffle the player, that was really bad from our side. Trying to, you know, be nice with everyone so everyone can have a piece of the Ark. So they try to give sculptures to everyone. Yeah. T4, if we had the troops number, even if it's T4, if we had the troops number like they did, even if it's T4, as I said, that would have been way differently. That would have been way differently. But it was just me, most of the time it was Mika-san and Deathwish. We were the only 3 players that we could have filled 5 marchers, 5 full marchers, 300 plus K of troops at all times. So it was always just us on this side, pretty much. So yeah, that's definitely gonna change in the future arcs, or the way we're gonna do our things. You're noticing that even 15 minutes, because we had a very good start, we are still over with the points. So we are still dominating with the points. We are 15 minutes in, but they pretty much have all the buildings. So we are doing very good with the rallies, reinforcements. Not reinforcements, we are doing bad with reinforcements, but we are doing very good with the rallies. So this is why I said, what I'm trying to say, they didn't need a strategy. So they didn't need a strategy. All they had is just select an attack or just park their troops somewhere, because they just had so many T5s. They were very devastating. So it was very hard for us to overcome that large amount of T5s. So yeah, as long as you have that special card with Visa logo, you know, whatever it is on it, it's a pay-to-win game. There's nothing to hide about it. It's a pay-to-play alliance, so obviously they have the sheer numbers of T5. The reason I'm saying they didn't need a strategy, because you notice their rallies, they are all full mix, so they don't have a strategy in what they are doing. They just have the sheer numbers. And from what I was told, their Lost Kingdom, it was again very easy. No one actually put any resistance against them. They didn't have any real fightings, so they didn't actually had loss of troops. We had very hard battles. Many of us has lost a lot of troops. It was fun. Nobody regrets it about the troops that we lost in the Lost Kingdom. Nobody regrets it, because we enjoyed it. It was fun, but it hurts the players that don't spend that much. And there you go, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 marches of T5. Now that's 2.4 2.5 2. Whatever million of T5 just swarming a million garrison. You cannot defend that. So yeah, we couldn't hold them on the field battle, so we couldn't go from our base with the T4s. The only thing that we could have done was only keep launching rallies, because they were not properly defending. They cared a lot of the middle for the Ark, which obviously is the most points, the Ark. But yeah, so both Shrine of War, 10% attack, 10% defense. You see Dragotin is trying to take back the objectives, is launching rallies on his side. But like he said, when you see a full rally of T5 coming towards you and you're sending rallies of T4, then there's something wrong. You know, there's something is not right. Something doesn't add up. And that's very true. That's very true. When you send T4 rallies, they send T5 rallies. You know, it just doesn't add up. So that's the main reason, because you see my power in the Ark, 73 million. That's the main reason why I'm training only T5s now, for the Ark purposes. or if I have to kill them, because I have the T4 for war, or you know, if I have to kill, you know, for spamming. So I have the amount of T4. So right now I'm just spamming T5s until I get to the numbers I want for the Ark, or you know, any other events that require T5. So we got the Sky Altar back, but I think they got the first Ark already, so they are already over the points on us, which it was really hard. People are also, I told them a couple of times, I was keep telling them in the chat a couple of times, group fight guys, group fight, stay together, go fight together, don't just go solo, because they're just having a lot of severely wounded. You need to be efficient with your T4s, you know, when you fight against T5. It is what it is. So again, you're noticing that we are actually fighting to stay alive, not actually fighting to gain points. We tried at the beginning, but and what else could have we done better? Well, some people said that we could have focused more on the middle, but that was the problem. We just couldn't pass these sides because there were T5s both left and right, so it was very hard for us to even try to go in the middle, because there was always T5 parked in all the sides, so we couldn't just outrun them. They would have just hit us from the side and just demolish us. Right, so there's a bunch of field battles going on, and more field battles and more rallies, and now you're noticing the points, they are double the points than we are. We are trying to get back the Shrine of War. I was asking for rallies like crazy. It's just it is what it is. So yeah, this rally is getting swarmed. The civilian rally, it's, you know, it's next to nothing. Again, if you don't have the sheer numbers, because this 1 million garrison, all that you have to do is just swarm them. You want to send the rally, that's okay, but swarm with the rally or something like that. You notice when they hit the top one, they just swarmed it. 1 million troops, they just went down. Nobody cared. So yeah, if you can't hold your enemy in the field battles, it's same in the Lost Kingdom. If you can't hold your enemy on the field battle, then it's no point on defending, because it's all about trimming your troops down in the Lost Kingdom. This is the same thing. Same thing is happening here in the Ark of Osiris. If you can't hold your enemy in the field battles, then you're pretty much lost. Trying to defend the buildings is not really working. So again, here I'm alone. Daredevil is going back. Mika-san is bringing one march of infantry. Dragotin obelisk is being rallied. Sorry, that was a full cav. Yeah, so I think they were paying attention on that side. So you're noticing just waves and waves and waves of T5 all the time. Mika-san rallies, they don't even have troops to fill up the rallies again, which is hurtful. It hurts a lot. So we are fighting T5s on our front doors. There's sad faces going from all the direction. They got the desert altar back. So yeah, there you go. There's T5s within our base. There's T5s roaming everywhere. So it's very hard. It's very hard to overcome that. T4 can beat T5, but if you have the number, when T5 they have the number over you and they have extra bonuses over you, then T4 can't do anything. At that point, T4 can't do anything. And now you're gonna notice something very, very funny. That's YSG and Frederick over there rally, which is a very powerful rally. Not very, very defensive, is true, but still is a rally. Is 1.5 million archers. They are going to swarm it. So that's why I said, when you have the money, you saw what they've done. They just bring their troops and they just park them there. They don't have to do anything. Just bring their troops and just park them there. So it's no strategy. You don't require a strategy when you have that sheer large amount of troops. Again, it doesn't matter. We send a full archer rally, proper rally. It's being swarmed down by T5. There's like 2 million T5 altogether there, maybe something like that. So there's like 2 million T5 just swarming 1.5 million archer rally. It's just melting down. It makes no difference. We are causing damage. We are obviously causing damage because T4 power is way less than T5 power, and we are causing a lot of damage, but we're not achieving our objectives. So what we're doing, we're just trying to clean the troops from our backyard. Because all those people with T5, all they have to do is just go park their troops there, you know, and look pretty. And there you go, rally's done. Finally we took that one, but it was double the points by the time we took it. We were trying to get in the middle, trying to help the middle, because you know, we had a little bit of a breather on the top. We managed to push them back, so we were trying to help the middle, but again, and this is when I tell everyone that all the people that don't spend, that every single little amount of speed ups they manage to make from Lost Kingdom, they spend it into research. That's the most wrong thing to do. Spend that little amount of research or speed ups that you have to boost up your research. You need troops. You can't field 5 marches on the field, but you want to focus on your research. That's the wrong way how to spend your speed ups. Okay, so I resent the Archer rally. I'm getting reinforcements. Yeah, they swarmed it again. I suppose I wasn't paying attention. They lost. So this time I'm also getting reinforcements, and yeah, I think we got the Sky Altar back. So they captured the Ark again. The Shrine of War, there is a Lohar defending. I'm not sure why there was a Lohar defending. There was just 3 points. People just don't pay attention. It is what it is. I just leave my Charles and Richard there for sacrifice. He sucks anyway. Even though I have max stats on infantry, but you know, I just don't care about him. He's not doing much. He's not getting away anyway. Yeah, so again, T5s roaming around everywhere. I send the Cavalry to try to get this back in time. It didn't work. Again, T5s, look at that, swarming 1 million rally. It's, you know, it's next to nothing. It's just melting. Look at that. T4 rally just doesn't work. So we obviously have to rethink our strategy on the players that we let in the Ark. We already told the majority of them we're gonna get a team going on with people that can actually field the amount of troops that we need, or we just don't do Ark, or we just do whatever. So that's gonna be our plan for the future Ark. We need to have players that can field the troops that we need, and we had that, but just too many troops died in the Lost Kingdom, so it hurts. For low spender, or I wouldn't say free to play, we're not a free to play alliance, but for low spender it hurts when they lose 1,000,000 troops or 800,000 troops, 600,000 troops. It hurts. So again, look at the amount of T5s that are over there. And again, I told them, everyone, to regroup and just go hit them one by one, just focus fire. But it didn't matter, they were going to win anyway, so everyone was probably trying to just get some more points, have some fun. So there's 12 minutes left. Again, field battles. They rallied my city a couple of times. They failed. Not sure what they were trying to obtain. Twice they rallied my city. You see the points, 45,000. So yeah, we lost. They didn't manage to do anything. Yeah, they didn't manage to do anything with the rally. So yeah. There was not a full rally. There was just like 2 or 3 people joining the rally, so it was also not a full rally. So I sent Genghis Khan with Baybars on that one, because Baybars does a little bit of AoE. So if they were planning to swarm like they did it, I said that Baybars is just gonna, swarm me. So there you go. The train of T5s, just never-ending train. As I said, you don't need a strategy at that point when someone can just field T5 after T5. Yeah, I rank 1, I think. I'm rank 1 in both. I don't think it shows. I think I was rank 1 for both of them. So yeah, we just T4. We just T4 in max research. I managed to get all that points. So I sent Herman and Osman on this rally, just so you guys know. This is Herman and Osman Archer rally that I sent on the Shrine of War. There wasn't much else we could have done. Yeah, so that is definitely going down. Herman and Osman in the rally, it worked. Yeah, that guy joined in the last minute. But it was just 2 guys, so it was just 2 guys defending, but still, we got it. They launch another rally on me. 40 seconds left. And defeat. Our first defeat, our 11th battle in the Ark of Osiris, it was a defeat. But the champion of Egypt is me with individual score 0. Well, I actually had 105k. And I think that when it shows the champion of Egypt, that's from both sides. So basically I had the highest score from both sides. Now you're noticing over here that in terms of kills, we've done 19 million kills. They done 300k more kills than we do, 250k more kills. So in terms of kills, severely wounded is the same thing. I'm not sure why it's not just one. Troops just don't die, it's only severely wounded in the Ark. Anyway, so in terms of kills, we've done the same amount of kills like they did, but they just had way more troops than we did. So it was very hard for us to overcome that. We also did more healing than they did, 5,100,000, so 1.8 million more healed troops than they did. I did check my healing at some point and I was like 40-50 days of healing because I didn't have calves and I was thinking to heal up some calves. So yeah, we captured one Ark. They captured 3 and they won by points. $2.8 million kills, severely wounded, 1.8 million severely wounded on my side. Kill score 1.3k. That was my kill score. Yeah, so that was our 11th Ark. Again, if you have the golden premium visa, it actually grants you the win. So congratulations to the card winners. They just pay to play more than we did. Yeah, 104,000 score. That was my score. Right, well, that's pretty much about it. We're definitely gonna have to prepare better for the next Ark than we did on this one. So yeah, try to perform much better on the future Ark and try to get the people in that we want to get in. You see, Petrie was not there, Master Troll was not there, and a lot of other T5 players that we have, they were not in. Baddest, we have plenty of T5s that were not in. So yeah, hopefully the next one is gonna be much better. Lesson learned: don't try to please everyone. Until next time, this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care.